All right, let me move to our next pages. I think I accidentally did, oh yeah, we're not going to do page 268, so we're going right to 269, aren't we? All right, let me get to there. Come on, we can do this. No. There we go. Oh, I did have, oh yeah, we do need this. We need this page. So I didn't write that on your lesson plans, but we need this section of Little Women called Joe's Sacrifice. We're going to need this to answer some questions at the next page. So you're going to read this carefully and slowly and enjoy it. It's a really good part of it. It's like one of the really cool parts of the story if you haven't watched this movie or read this book. And then what you're going to do, like right here on Think Bee, this is what I want you to do today. I want you to pick one of these questions and write a paragraph. Now, when you write a paragraph, remember it's going to be 3 to 5 sentences. And your first sentence is called your topic sentence. It tells us what it's about, okay? So your 3 choices is why is the title of the story Joe's Sacrifice? And the second one you could write about is how do you think Joe's family felt about what she had done? Or the third paragraph you could write, there's 3 options here. You're only going to write one. Describe Joe. How did she look and what kind of personality did she have? So I'm going to pick the first one to just kind of get you started because I can remember that the most. So you could say, oh, I don't even want to say what the sacrifice was. Okay, I'll just leave it out. I could say, Joe showed great love for her family by, and then you could put that, and then you can tell then 2 more sentences or 3 more sentences telling about what she did and why she did it. Okay, so, but that first sentence needs to tell us what you're going to be talking about in the rest of the sentence. And we've done that this year a little bit. All right, so you're going to do that on your own. All right, let's go down and do the rest of this together. So we are just looking at the underlined words in Remember C, and we're deciding what part of speech it was. Okay? So our spring assembly was held last Friday. The word assembly is just simply a noun. I thoroughly enjoyed listening to the musical performances. That ly on thoroughly tells us it's an adverb. Danielle played a piano solo of a memorized piece. The word memorize is describing the word piece, which is a noun. So memorize needs to be an adjective. A lively saxophone duet was presented by Michael and Cameron. The word and is called, it's a connector, but its official word is called conjunction. Were you surprised by the comical basketball skit presented by the teachers? You is just a pronoun. Now, before I forget, go down to number 10. What a great way to use our God-given talents. Here's our, and you might be tempted to say that's a pronoun, and it is a pronoun, except here it's being used, as an adjective for talents, our talents, God-given talents. These are both adjectives for talents. So we're not going to mark that our is a pronoun. We're going to say that it is an adjective down here. All right, go back up to number 6. Every eye was on the basketball hoop at the side. Oh, what's at the side? Prepositional phrase. So that at is a preposition. The crowd wildly applauded. Well, that's easy. That's something you do. It's a verb. The loudest applause came after the play for, oh, that's just like and, but, for, or, nor, and yet. are all called coordinating conjunctions. Whoops, I keep losing it. Here we go. Conjunctions. They're connectors. The polite audience listened intently from beginning to end. The ly tells us it's an adverb. All right, let's go to the next page. All right, this is why I sped up a little bit on Monday, because I didn't want us to end this year without talking about direct objects and indirect objects. All right, so let me just talk about it for a minute. So if your sentence has an action verb, it can have a helping verb, but it has to have an action verb, then you can have what we call direct objects and indirect objects. So what is a direct object? So first of all, remember, you have to have a action verb. The other thing to remember, it's never going to be part of a prepositional phrase. So that's why all this year I've been making you get rid of prepositional phrases before you label the sentence. A direct object directly receives the action of the verb. All right? So if Alex threw a football, okay? So Alex throws a football. Alex is the subject, throws is the verb, football is the direct object. That's what he threw, okay? If Morgan wrote a poem, Morgan is the subject, wrote is what she did, and the poem is the direct object, all right? Remember, you have to have an action verb like found, caught, and called. So Tyler found a dog. The shortstop caught the ball. I called Aunt. Okay? All right, let's look down here. We're going to fill these. We're going to finish these sentences by filling in a direct object. Did you see the bird? Alexander Graham Bell invented what? Telephone. Dad fed the bird. We ate the bird for lunch. No, how about we say, we will change it to chicken. The bouquet had daisies and roses. Here you have a compound direct object. Okay? All right, underline the group of words in the parentheses that will get the sentence right. Okay, so number one. Oh, wait, no, we're not doing that in this one. We're just doing the right one. So we read a book or we read late. Which one would be the direct object? Well, it has to be a noun, so it needs to be this one. Okay. Carlos quickly wrote in his notebook or a letter to grandma. Well, this is a prepositional phrase, so we can't use that one, right? It's this one. We sang many hymns or we sang joyfully. Joyfully is an adverb. We want a direct object. We want a noun. Sydney jumps not over mud puddles. He could, but that's a prepositional phrase and we want a direct object, which would be rope, a noun. Uncle Charlie trimmed around the hedge, another prepositional phrase there. So we want the trees. All right, next page. Oh, no, I think that's it for today. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. So you don't have anything to do on your own. I think we did it. Oh, no, you have that paragraph to do, don't you? All right, so work on that paragraph, and we're going to talk more about direct objects tomorrow.